After taking a week-long trip to the Smoky Mountains and its many nearby attractions, I want to share with you the best trails, destinations, and places to stay near the most visited national park in this beautiful country. Before the video starts, I'd like to remind you to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. And without further ado, let's explore this magnificent natural haven. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park encompasses over 500,000 acres of beautiful wildlife, from majestic mountains to gushing waterfalls to incredible biodiversity. It's no wonder that the mountains play host to millions of visitors each year. Located about 50-50 between the states of Tennessee and North Carolina, the park features some of the most impressive views and hikes on the East Coast. So what should you see and do within this great natural preserve? The Smokies are flanked on each side by an entrance town, the touristy and bustling Gatlinburg on the Tennessee side, and the Native American Creekside village of Cherokee in North Carolina. Along with these two towns, many locations like Pigeon Forge, Sylva, and Bryson City, where we rented an Airbnb, lie within half an hour of the park's entrance. Both Gatlinburg and Cherokee have become heavily influenced by the tourist industry. Good if you want to find large-scale brand-name stores and restaurants like Bubba Gump, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and Ben & Jerry's. But to me, the town felt far too touristy and ingenuine, and there was clearly no protections to mitigate the risks of COVID-19. All of these locations house chain hotels, motels, Airbnbs, as well as campgrounds to cater to every type of traveler. Entering the park, you'll find that most of the large attractions are located on the Newfound Gap Road, also known as Route 441. At the northern end of the road, you'll find the Sugarlands Visitor Center, while the southern side houses the Oconaluftee Visitor Center. Sugarland features many smaller trails, including the Gatlinburg Trail, and is only 1 mile away from the aforementioned town, making it very accessible by foot, bike, or car. Oconaluftee is a modern site that features a beautiful trail that follows along the Oconaluftee River. This body of water is popular for tubing, which is very popular in the summer. Tubing is permitted on a number of rivers and creeks within the area and provides a fun way to cool off from the summer heat. The visitor center also features an old farmstead to explore and provides a great location to see elk grazing in the early morning or late night, as well as displaying a stunning firefly display during June nights. Both the Oconaluftee River Trail and the Gatlinburg Trail are pet-friendly, making them the only hikes in the park to do so. Pets are allowed at viewpoints along the road, but cannot take any of the many beautiful trails in the heart of the wilderness. Coming from the Gatlinburg side, the first attraction of note is the Chimney Tops Trail. This is one of the more popular hikes in the park, but unfortunately I didn't get the chance to try it, due to the very top being inaccessible due to previous wildfires. The hike is roughly 2 miles long, but is very steep, so be prepared to take numerous breaks and always bring plenty of water. The next location where you'll want to stop is the Alum Cave Trails. This is a lovely hike that follows a creek lined with rhododendron plants. The hike moves up at a constant uphill gradient, but the path is relatively wide, and with time for breaks, people of all ages should be able to make it to the famous bluffs that hang over the trail. These bluffs, known as the Alum Cave, sit a little over 2 miles up the trail, while the actual end of the trail is at the famous Mount LeConte, a 5-mile hike from the parking lot. The Alum Cave Trail also features the Arch Rock, which is a beautiful spiraling staircase where you go through an enclosure of rock. This hike took me roughly 1 hour and 40 minutes, but that was going at a rapid pace due to rainfall on the way down. For most people, this hike should take anywhere between 2 to 3 hours, depending on your physical abilities and the number of breaks that you decide to take. Be warned, however, despite there being 2 parking lots, they both fill up frequently, and if you don't arrive very early or very late, you'll likely have to park by the road. Don't worry though, as this is perfectly fine and you'll see dozens to hundreds of other cars doing the exact same thing. As you continue along the Newfound Gap Road, you'll pass by a number of overlooks. These provide a great opportunity to stretch your legs as well as admire the views that the Smokies are so renowned for. About 30 minutes from the Sugarlands Visitor Center, you'll arrive at Newfound Gap. This gap is essentially the highest point of the road, and is also located at the borderline of Tennessee and North Carolina. While it serves as a great viewpoint, many people ignore the fact that the Appalachian Trail cuts through the parking area, which provides for great hiking. I took the slightly over 8-mile out and back trail to Charlie's Bunyan. This hike continues along the Blue Ridge of the Appalachians, which provides for excellent panoramic views along many points of the trail. The Bunyan is a rock outcropping that provides a brilliant view of the Gatlinburg area, Mount LeConte, and the nearby forests of the Smokies. Due to an old wildfire, this is one of the clearest spots in the whole park where no trees grow, and therefore it provides incredible views for many, many miles. This hike took around 3 hours, and could take up to 5 hours, depending on how fast or slow you go. There are numerous uphill as well as downhill sections, which make it a little bit easier since it isn't a constant punchy gradient. As with the Alum Cave Trail, you'll want to be sure that you arrive early. We arrived around 8 in the morning to an empty parking lot, but the parking lot filled up around noon. If you enjoy hiking, be sure to get up early to guarantee parking at your desired trail. A little bit further up from Newfound Gap, you'll find the Clingmans Dome access road. This is a 7-mile drive to the highest point in the Smoky Mountains and the second highest peak east of the Mississippi. Alternatively, you can hike up to Clingmans Dome from the Newfound Gap, which is a strenuous but more rewarding hike along the Appalachian Trail. The view from the parking lot provides a gorgeous vista of Lake Fontana, as well as the North Carolina side of the park. There are many trails that spur off from the Clingmans Dome parking lot, but unfortunately I only had the time to hike to the summit. That hike is roughly a half-mile, steep but paved path. Those with breathing difficulty might have some trouble getting up due to the elevation, but with frequent breaks, most people will be able to manage it. At the top, you will find the famous stone observation tower. I'm sure there are beautiful panoramic vistas from the top of the tower on a clear day, but instead of seeing a stunning sunset, all I saw was a mass of clouds, fog, and smoke. Not necessarily what I set out to see, but certainly a unique and memorable experience. Driving back towards Cherokee, you'll find a few more viewpoints where you can stop and admire the scenery. However, this part of the road doesn't feature many noteworthy trails. Off the main road, the Smoky Mountains house many hidden gems, locations that are a little hard to get to, but still offer rewarding experiences. One such location is the Deep Creek area, located just 10 minutes from Bryson City. The Three Waterfalls hike features a number of large and small cascades, and is only 2 miles long, giving you great bang for your buck. The Deep Creek is one of the most picturesque bodies of water in the whole park, and is a great place to tube, swim, or relax by. Other locations off the main road include Cade's Cove, which is a great place for those who enjoy the history of the agrarian settlers in the Smokies. Furthermore, this area has beautiful views of the mountains, and wildlife such as turkey, deer, and bears can often be seen here. The Roaring Fork Motor Trail is another great place to visit for those who would prefer to enjoy the park on car as opposed to foot. This area features many waterfalls, as well as spur-off trails and historical buildings. Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to visit either of these locations this time. The Smoky Mountains are so expansive, so there's almost no limit in what to see or do. That being said, there are plenty of great places to visit near the Smoky Mountains. There are excellent waterfalls in the Nantahala, Cherokee, and Pisgah National Forests, all of which are worth a visit if you have the time. The Whitewater Falls is the largest east of the Mississippi and is truly an impressive sight. Meanwhile, Dry Falls allows you to go behind a curtain of water and stay completely dry, as the name implies. The Blue Ridge Parkway's southern terminus is located at the Smoky Mountains, and this beautiful road is certainly worth a drive. I will be coming out with a video about the Blue Ridge Parkway soon, so be sure to check that out when it releases. There's honestly so much to see and do within an hour of the Smoky Mountains, with far less crowds than the actual park. Be sure to get off the beaten path locations to see the best that the area has to offer. Hopefully this video helped you in planning a trip or simply learning more about our nation's most popular national park. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.